Hello, we are back with some more Daily Race B in Gran Turismo 7. This week, it's the World Finals event, isn't it? We're at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta, in the Group 3 cars, which should be an interesting one, because it's quite a tricky circuit at the best of times. And in Group 3, it's surprisingly tricky, and there's going to be lots of people doing it as well, because of the 1000% bonus you get for this week. So we should hopefully earn a bit of cash this week. That should be nice. I've done a few laps, not raced it yet. So this will be the first race. We're getting in a bit early. We've got one starting in 4 minutes time. So I best get in, get a couple of laps, get started. Because I'm going to need to practice, to be perfectly honest. The time's okay. It's not brilliant. Like I say, we're way down the leaderboards because loads of people are doing it. 1:18.3, but it's only on the friends leaderboard anyway. It's only a little way. You know, a couple of hundredths off being a lot higher, and I'm sure the time's there. It's definitely there. Globally, we're 800th, which is a bit further back than we want to be. I want to be a bit closer. So I'm in a GTR. I'm not a massive fan of the BMW. On medium tyres, the GTR's not too bad. So I'm going to jump in. Going to go on +3 on the brake balance. This corner is particularly tricky. Mind you, a lot of this track is quite tricky. Especially the S section down the hill. Because I imagine the BMW is really good for that. It's going to take a while to get this corner right. Hey Flash, how's it going? Very good. So that's quite slow for my run through there. Oh, the bloke's there again. There's a little bloke on the side that I used as a brake marker sometimes on the right hand side through that section. But he's not always there. Hey Ollie, how's it going? Very good. So we are streaming horizontal and vertical tonight. So you can pick which one you want to watch. Oh, horrible line through there. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just trying to get a couple of practice laps in before the first race. This is Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. And that's a penalty because I've gone very wide. Well, time's a little bit better, still a bit slow. A little bit slow out there. Yep, this is on PS5. See what 1 second penalty gets us. Okay, so that's third gear for a 1 second penalty. Good to know, because I'm sure we'll be getting some of them. And I'm guessing brake. Yeah, just past the board. Surprised how much damage a 1 second penalty does. That's a really tricky section, that S section, down the hill. Oh, a second, okay. In amongst a load of B drivers, so that's not ideal. Our SR is still in B, because I only did race A last week. We did one night of race A and our SR didn't really move. Oh, it was on the US account as well, that's why. That's why. We're on the US account, that's right. Because we did played some recreation on Monday, Tuesday last week. And we had a race A on Tsukuba last week. On Wednesday was the last stream last week. Well, that was quite a good race A. That race A, I enjoyed that one. But we did it on the US account because the time was a bit iffy. Didn't really get a chance to play it with playing recreation. I'm sure there will be more recreation on the channel at some point. But we'll GT7 this week for most of it. This is my first race of the week, so we'll see how we get on. I want to try and, if anything, save the SR, because we're very close to getting a reset, which I could do without, to be honest. Because we've not long recovered from a reset. So another one would not be great. So let's see how we go on. There's a lot of BMWs. I mean, if we get outpaced for the BMWs a lot, then I might try it. A bit of practice on it. See how we go on for next time. Hey Sashin, how's it going? Are you good? Right. First race of the night. Let's try and not bin it on the first corner. Oh, there's a Lambo. Interesting. Starting on the that corner, it's horrible. Hey Viking, how's it going? You're going to get a lot of dodgy moves down here and people trying to overtake on this S section. And getting punted. What is that guy trying to do? This is madness already. My day is okay so far. I'm in the UK. I'm from Liverpool. So at least they've set the stall out on what the race is going to be like. This guy's going to go flying up the inside. I mean, I tried to give him space, but there wasn't an awful lot there. Hey J-Mac, how's it going? I don't know what the penalty was for there. What was that? Wow. Wow. 6 seconds. What is going on in this race? I mean, I've not watched any streams of this week. Is this what this race is like for everyone? Horrible line through there. tyres are going to wear as well, being mediums on 6 laps. There's a fair gap behind. I just need to try and catch some of these up. Hoping all the dodginess hasn't affected my SR any. As I say, I'm dangerously close to a reset again. Hey Tyrone, how's it going? Managed to get a bit of time back there. Need to work on getting that corner quicker. BMW does seem quite rapid, and it can take some of those corners at much faster speeds. Right, 2 laps left. Someone's gone. Hey Jamester. Hey Jamester, it's me. Hey buddies, not you? Hey, I'm good, thanks. Pup's alright. He's getting big now. Coming out of that corner in 3rd gear is a bad idea. Get a bit of slipstream off these. Well, that was a surprise. Oh, great. Doesn't stop, just punts me right off the circuit. Yes, it is first race. And apparently this one's carnage. And we probably won't even gain any DR from that. Because it's a B lobby. Absolute nonsense, that one. Carnage. Just getting punted out of the way, left, right and centre on that. Yeah, SR and DR went absolutely punted. So we could, I think we're going to be in for a DR reset this week. Back to B again. Right, let's get some practice in. See what, see if we're still in A. Gonna have to improve the quality time, I think. And we're still in A. Sportsmanship rating is still in B. So we didn't lose much. I mean, at least that car's pretty stable, for the most part. It's GTR. So we might have to get some practice in the M6, I think. No, it'll just be race B for me this week. Thanks, you race me. Yeah, it's definitely a couple of corners with a BMW is much quicker. Like this one. A little bit slow through that bit. That might be a penalty. Hey, Stretch. Yeah, that last race was a bit carnage. Say, there's a lot of push to pass going on. People just diving up the insides. Which is kind of what I expected. See if we can get this corner right. That's a penalty, I think. Nah, messed that up. Turn in too early. Such a horrible section, that. Back end of the car wants to just go. Nah, messed that up. It's a really tricky corner, that. Need to switch back to the other screen, don't I, with the controller on? I will sort that out in a sec. Here we go. I think the controller suffers on that corner as well. Ah, penalty. I bet that section is much easier in the BMW. Lots of crests. Turns on crests on this one. As the car goes light and you lose traction. Too slow on that corner. Slightly better exit though. Picked up a penalty there, unfortunately. So 1:18.6, 3/10 off. It's really difficult to carry the speed through that. Hey, Gareth. Not getting that corner right. Need to sort that corner out. Sorry, just get rid of this cup of tea before it goes cold. I'll probably get a bit of practice in the BMW tomorrow and see how it compares for the next stream. Never find the BMW suits me though. A little bit better. Slightly too quick on the accelerator there. Lose me a load of time down this straight. There's lots of them. To be honest, anyone whose name I don't know, I'm pretty wary of. And some of the ones I do know I'm very wary of because I know them. Oh. Messed that section up. Bit too slow. BMW is going to be so much quicker through this section. Right, let's see how it goes. The GTR will gain it back on the straight, but... Oh, we're pole, okay. Oh, and it's another B lobby. A few more A's in here, though. Don't really want to be on pole. I need to be knocking another couple of tenths off. Really. I want to be in the lower 118s. Hey Carl, yes, I'm in the GTR. Yeah, it handles okay. I think it struggles a bit through the twisty bits. Because you have to kind of brake and then let it coast for the GTR. You can't really turn on the brake. It doesn't turn in very well. And the back end's a bit tricky in third gear when you're coming out of corners, but so's the BMW. Not entirely sure which is worse. BMW on the mediums might be okay, but I'll stick with the GTR tonight and see how we get on, just to get used to the race, and then I might get some practice in tomorrow in the BMW. +3 on the GTR generally. On the mediums, might actually get away with +4 or +5 on this, but I'm not going to push it. 3 will do for now. It's more the rear wheels spinning up as you go over the crests than the braking on this one. But I don't want to start unsettling the car under braking. Carnage behind. Horrible corner. Hit the brakes way too early there. These guys are just going to fly past me now. See if we get away with that. A little bit slow out that corner. Fastest lap with a penalty. And there we go. Right, see if we can get any of these positions back. I'm guessing the guy who punted me off didn't get any penalty. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm going to be expecting, I think, for this, right? Yeah, I've just picked up another penalty, I think. Cut that corner. I know, I got away with it. Thought to cut it, but we're okay. Just not getting that corner right at all. Turning in for it's just not working. Yeah, controller suits me better than a wheel. Mind you, I've only tried a Thrustmaster T150, which is not a brilliant wheel. Someone else come off somewhere? Not braking early enough there. He just pulls right in front of you. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new. And if you're watching on vertical, don't forget to hit those emojis. Helps the stream out. Gets it in front of more people. Although I think our SR and DR is going to take an absolute hammer in this way. Yeah, can't do anything about it. As soon as I go away from that guy, I'm not in the slipstream anymore. Couple of freebies. I mean, I'll take a couple of freebies at the end. Hello, Gafino, how's it going? That'll be good. Thanks for popping in. Oh, that was carnage, wasn't it? Again. Punted off at the start. It is Gran Turismo, very, very true. I mean, usually it's not too bad. The race A's had last week were really good. So that was a bit of a mess. Our SR went up though. Well, yeah, it's Group 3. Someone's always going to spin off. But yeah. Yeah, people always spin off. Especially on a track like this in Group 3. Need to get the equality time up. Yeah, I'm on controller. Yeah, I'm streaming in vertical and horizontal, by the way. So if I'm answering stuff like you can't see the questions, that is why. Because the chats aren't combined yet, anyway. Right, let's find a GTR. There we are. What does purple marker on my name mean? Oh, it's the I think it's the top chatters thing. You know, they have the league table of people chatting. There's like a crown logo in the top of the chat. If you click on that, it's in there, I think. Right. See if we can get anywhere near this quality time. No, I messed that up. I don't really need a wheel in this. You can be pretty competitive on controller in this one. Oops. I mean, I might get a wheel one day, but not in any hurry. I mean, if Project Motor Racing and Rensport are both terrible on the controller, then that might accelerate my plans to get a wheel, but at the moment. Quite happy on controller. Where would you say do you need a wheel? Well, in this you don't. You know, it's a choice, isn't it? You know, people can be just as competitive on a controller in this. Other racing games, not so much, I guess. Maximilian, how's it going? Because the way that you've implemented controller in this is really good. There's a few things that they could do and change in, but on the whole, it's not too bad. Well, I don't really need to on this because it's got haptic feedback on the triggers. So you can already feel the brake stuff through the triggers. Oh, a bit too hot into there. It's a tricky circuit. That's for sure. I reckon I can go faster than 18.3. I reckon there's definitely an 18.2 or an 18.1 in there. I mean, I don't often go quicker in on a stream because I'm usually reading chat and stuff at the same time. But yeah, I reckon I'd go quicker. Because I want to be on a 29.2 through that bit, really. That's the kind of par for the time I want. And I don't want to catch that curb on that corner, really. This is Road Atlanta, the circuit. And that's why I have the controller overlay as well, so people can see what I'm doing for the times. So it's a 1:18.8, and that wasn't a very good lap. I think the wheel users will find this a bit easier. Yeah, there's no TCS on. Just got ABS is on default, which is like what most people use on this. It's a GT7. I'm in the GTR rather. Like I say, I'm not a big fan of the RCF. I might give the BMW a go at some point, but not tonight. I'm kind of used to this one for now. I tend not to change cars in the middle of a stream. I'll stick with one for the stream, and then no, I play better. The only wheel I've tried, I was much worse, but then it wasn't. It was just like a Thrustmaster T150, and I get better feedback through this DualSense. So better with the DualSense. Stick with that. I mean, I might try a direct drive wheel one day, but as I've said before, I'm not in any great rush for it. Ah, made a mess of that corner. Yeah, penalty. I mean, it's all down to practice, isn't it? Because when I first started on this, I used to think the C lobbies were too quick, and that I'd never compete in the C lobbies. And then exactly the same when I got into the B lobbies. I think everyone's way too fast, and I can never keep up. And now racing A, and quality times are often pushing the A+ guys, so. Now, was that a penalty? Oh, that's a bit better. Ah. Didn't want that wheel spin. I was too eager on the throttle then. Yeah, it's all manual shift. I mean, Moses are good on PC, but on console they're not like officially supported. So they're not the best on console. I mean, it's the immersion of it, isn't it? And there's some things about the controller that I hit against that slow me down. there's like the way the dampening works on the game, because they put like things in to try and make it easier to play on controller. Like the steering's dampened a bit, so even though you can switch between left and right on the stick really fast, the steering doesn't actually go that quick. It's slower than it is on a wheel. So quick left to right on a controller is tricky to do. You can't do it as quick as on a wheel. And it limits the steering angle as well on a controller. So on some fast corners, like there's a right-hander at Spa that's particularly quick. You can take that flat out on a wheel, but on a controller it's really tricky. You generally have to lift a tiny bit to get the corner. So yeah, there's a few things that they've done. And on the start, you'll notice I go into the pause menu on the start. That is because, again, the dampening on the trigger. Because even with the trigger on full, the throttle will gradually get to 100%. Whereas on a wheel, if you've got your foot on the pedal, it's 100% instantly. So if you do it on the pause menu, you get instant 100% throttle, like you would on a wheel. So it's just to kind of even the playing field a bit. And my ping is horrendous. Don't know what's going on with that. I made it through there. This is the A lobbies. I'm not AS though. We had some really dodgy races last week. That guy didn't have a good time. Right, survived that bit. So it's Alexis behind, isn't it? He's really quick. He was bumping into me and I think he just spun out. So that Lexus is quick. AMG, interesting. That's a penalty, I think. Yep. Glad I didn't get a penalty for going off the track there because I got punted off. Got dirty tyres now though. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You got to be careful what you say in the chat. I've seen people get banned for a week for saying absolutely nothing at all. I was trying to let him go past it back in front because I hit him. I think he might have been thinking he hit me as well. Penalty. I don't know why people do that. Everyone sticks their nose in a corner where you're going to turn into. No, if you got a PSN ban, then... But then that's why you have a second account. I know most people I know who play this have more than one account. I have a US account that I'll play on sometimes. Well, there's that as well, yeah. Best way to avoid a ban is don't do anything, they'll get you a ban. I just got fastest lap. I've never used it. I know a lot of people like the Logitech wheels, the starter wheels. But I've never really tried one, so I can't really say. Bit wheel spinny. The guy behind might have actually gone off. Oh well, I think I might have kept the fastest lap there. Yeah, that's something, you know, if you're not sure what you're going to use, then something like that's okay. I mean, Thrustmaster's direct drive wheel's pretty cheap, as direct drives go. Yeah, fastest lap. I'll do. Surprising, really. Yeah, the only wheel I've used was an old T150, so... Still lost DR though, because it's a B lobby. So, DR is going to go backwards this week unless I get into the A lobbies. Back in the A's. And I don't know if it's based on my time or what. Didn't get a clean race for that though. So where are we up to? So my sportsmanship rating is heading back in the right direction. Driver rating's gone down a bit, but not a massive amount. Yeah, the sportsmanship rating took an absolute battering the week before last. Again, I've not really used it, so I can't really advise on the wheels. Just off what other people have said. I know the people like the Logitechs. And the Thrustmaster direct drive wheels is okay. Mind you, I think pretty much all the direct drive wheels are alright. Yeah, I think that's the way. It takes a while to get used to wheels. Anyway, I think a lot of people, some take to it faster than others. So the one I used, I had better feedback through the DualSense, so I stuck with the DualSense. Oh, where am I going? So I'm just used to the controller. So if I go to a wheel at some point, I'm going to be a lot slower to start with. I've done all the basic licenses. I'm currently working my way through the master licenses because I've been uploading them as members only videos. And I've done the first two lot. I've done the B and the A on the master license. I think I've still got the part of that to upload. But yeah, I've got the platinum on this. Overshot that corner. But I tend not to. I don't really do the single player. Yeah, the online racing is pretty cutthroat at times. Lost too much traction then. Yeah, it's like the normal licenses I did for the platinum, but I don't really bother with much of the single player stuff. I'll do the circuit experiences occasionally if I need some extra cash. And obviously content-wise for some members-only stuff I've done some of the licenses. I mean, NASCAR 25 doesn't look great for the online. I don't know what the single players looks like. Project Motor Racing looks decent, but who knows? It looks good on paper. Once you finish career mode, there's just individual races really in the single player against the Sophie AI. I'd recommend if you're gonna. The Sophie AI should be pretty decent to race against. But like I say, I mostly just do sport mode. Oops, messed that up. I know someone was saying the license tests were harder. I had a couple of comments about it. The time's been really difficult. So I redid the Barcelona one. There was a video I put about redoing it with the newer time limits. I mean, it kind of shows it's relative. That'll be a penalty. Yeah, I'm on controller. It's right there on the screen. I mean, the AI in single player is quite easy compared to other people in sport mode. It's been a while since I've seen cars, to be honest. I'm looking forward to Project Motor Racing. Let's give it a go. Assuming it plays well on controller. Yeah, in sport mode, you have to, if you want to sort of compete, you have to do pretty decent, especially to get all the ranks. But then you can quite easily just pump people off. You don't have to be that quick. Yeah, Jason, it can be. I mean, the penalty system needs a bit of an overhaul in this. But at the moment, it's still the best race on console. Oops. Wrong gear. Yeah, it's going to be pretty basic. It'll be a pretty basic one, though. Because they don't want to stop people playing online. Because the more people who play online, the better the game does. It's like this game can have stricter penalties, but they don't turn them on because less people will play it. Just get in that corner. May as well just keep going because there's only a minute left. Looks like Ren Sports out middle of November, which is apparently a bit light on content. We will see. And then Project Motor Racing is the end of December. The end of November, rather. Yeah, they come out with it like a week of each other. And then you've got, what is it? Endurance Motorsport Series. Or Endurance Racing Series. It's out early next year. And then obviously, yeah, there's the update for this in December, isn't there? I mean, there's 2 new tracks. Not had any tracks for about 2 years, so it'd be nice to get some new tracks. There's a new GT3 car, which I reckon will probably be overpowered to start with. I mean, the tracks themselves seem decent. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what the new tracks are like. I don't know what the improvements are to sport mode. Who knows? Hoping they update the penalties. Yeah, Endurance Motorsport Series next year. That's a bit more arcadey, though, I think. Hey, Catch, how's it going? Yeah, it's not quite as simmy, that, I believe. I think that there's a beta test for it that you have to sign up for. I don't know. Probably the Jour Villeneuve circuit because I've raced on Yas Marina in Forza, so it'd be interesting to see what the other one's like. Oh, catch's been an absolute nightmare tonight. Oh yeah, that was some dodgy races the other way. It was what's the name? There was something wrong with the SR, wasn't there, on the sprint circuit at Nürburgring? Everyone absolutely got panned with their SR, even when like you didn't hit anyone, didn't touch anyone, clean race, completely clean race, no penalties, didn't touch anyone, and you'd gain like a pixel of SR. And you touch someone during a race and you lose half a bar. So everyone got absolutely hammered for the SR a couple of weeks ago. Oh, there's penalties, yeah. They're just not very. It's just not a very good system. People know how to cheat it, basically. Especially in the higher lobbies. Because people know you can sideswipe someone off a circuit and you won't get a penalty for it. On some circuits, I accidentally put someone into a wall and I got a clean race bonus for it at the end. You know, it's like... It's not consistent. I don't think I've set the brake balance up, have I? Oh no, I did. Defino is slowing me down a bit. Oh, there are penalties. It's just... it's not a great system. I mean, that player diving right in front of me under the braking is not ideal. I'll get our place back. Nearly spun out then. Sounds like there's been a bit of contact behind. These two are fighting, so... Well, I had to lift because otherwise I'd have just ran into the back of the car in front. No worries, Carl. Thanks for popping in. No, I've played Forza Horizon. I've streamed Forza Horizon in the past. I don't play very often. I prefer Crew Motorfest. And I was streaming Recreation last week. Although it's mainly this. And the likes of Project Motor Racing and that, if they're any good. Ah, cut the corner. Hey, Paul. Could have done without that. Yeah, I have to. The car won't take the corner otherwise. It won't turn in. Yeah, the GTR doesn't turn in under braking. He's gone. Nice rejoin. I mean, he rejoined right on the racing line. Practically stopped. Hopefully we'll gain some DR from this one. Mind you, we'll probably still lose it. No worries, Don. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, it might work in quali. In the race with worn tyres. It's not happening. Yeah, I'll give it a go in quali. It's, well, does he stream vertically? I don't know. I don't really watch Key much. Yay, you gained some DR, finally. And SR as well. Bad time. So, finally moving in the right direction. Look at that, nearly back into A on the sportsmanship rating. And the driver rating didn't really move. At least I get a couple of credits for it. Time me on. Right, I'll do one more, I think. Do one more tonight. Because we started at the on the half-past race, didn't we? So good, been decent experience to get used to how this race is. Might get some practice in the BMW and see how that is for Thursday. Because I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays normally. Daily Race B, it tends to be the main one we do, because it kind of fits the length of the stream. Nah, too late. Too late on the brakes. Alright. Come on. Let's get a decent lap. Gone too wide. I mean, it's quite an unpredictable race, though. This one. So even if I do quite well, you can quite easily just get punted off by someone. Because people try to overtake on the S section. And it's not the best overtaking place, because someone is going to crash. Yeah, I'm going to try the BMW for next stream and see how I can do pace-wise. Cutting too much of that corner. That's it, because either one or both of you is coming off. If you go side by side through that, you've basically slowed both of you down. Ah, too much power. Coming out of that corner then. Slid the back end. So all you have to do is lift a tiny bit, let the car in front get clear, and then try and overtake him on the straight afterwards. little bit closer to the time I want. Ah, too keen on the throttle there. Just got to be so gentle on it. And you don't want to hit the curb if you can help it. So what's the BMW like on the crests on this? Ah, hit the brakes too late. Yeah, if you can get through the S section, the rest of it's not too bad. Again. Because that bit up and down the hill is the trickiest part of the circuit. It's where a lot. This first corner, you can carry quite a lot of speed through it. But if you touch that grass, that's it. You're off. No worries, Body Snatcher. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll have to try it at the Beamer. I know the third gear on the Beamer is quite tricky, but you know, for the wheel spin, it has a lot of power oversteer, but then the GTR does as well. Kind of tames it a bit with the medium tyres. Lost a bit of traction on the curb then. Ah, too slow. Couple of tenths down. Caught the grass. Yeah, I've noticed people taking some of the curvy sections far quicker in the BMW. And I think that's where a lot of the times to be gained on this, because your slipstream will count on the straights during the race. Trying to get through that bit as well without oversteering the car. It's tricky to find a good braking point though. I was saying before, I used to use a little bloke on the left, on the right, but he's not always there. And his position changes. Right. Let's see how we do. Make this the last one. So we're third. Again, we're stuck in the B lobbies. We've been in the B lobbies all night. I'm guessing my quali time isn't quick enough. Unless it's the SR doing it. Maybe when I get into AA, I'll get back into the A lobbies. See if we can get a Getting some DR again. I'm more bothered with the SR, to be honest, at the moment. So DR goes up and down anyway. I know if I ever drop back into B, I can get back easy enough, so. Want to get the SR away from that reset. Try and get it back up to S again. But yeah, the BMW really catches you on the first couple of corners. No worries, Minimax. Thanks for popping in. Thanks everyone for popping in. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new, of course. If you're on the vertical stream, don't forget to tap those emojis. Interesting livery on that Porsche. Might have just got away with a penalty there. Nope. Thought I might go away with that. Bit tricky through there. Someone's gone. I think he overshot. I don't think I touched him. Bit of shenanigans behind. Back up to third. Oh, that was his own fault, that. He had loads of space then. Check the replay afterwards. I thought he had tons of space. I tried to give him loads of room as I went past. Because otherwise I was just stuck behind him. He's slow moving traffic, really. He should just get out of the way. Oops. Turn 1, as soon as you touch the grass, that's it, it's game over. Two laps, see if I can get a couple of places back. Although I think the DR is done for this one. Unless these two take each other out. Right, come on. Try and get a decent lap together. Yeah, using the cross and square. Because that thumb's not really doing anything. It's just sat above the buttons anyway, so I'm not losing out on anything by using them. Because if I was to use the shoulder buttons, that'd be really awkward because my fingers are on the triggers, and I don't like using sort of middle fingers on the triggers and the index fingers on the bumpers, which I know some people do. Can't really do it like that. Totally misjudged that. Still, give him the place back. So that's my SR and DR killed again because I keep ending up in these B lobbies. Rather unfortunate. But yeah, I have to get some practice in the Beamer for see if that's any better for me for Thursday. Never mind. Oh, we gained SR. Surprising. Right, let's have a quick look at that replay. Just see what happened at the start. Oop, don't want to do that because that was the last race. Let's just check the replay. I'm surprised we gained SR from that. Got a couple of roulettes, we'll open those. So that was a penalty, wasn't it? So I'm on to third again. Okay. Right, so I've seen these two slow down. So I'm trying to give him plenty of space. He's hit me. Because I'm giving him as much space as I can. And he's made himself go skew if. So he's come across and hit the car. So he's gone off and rejoined right in front of me. So yeah, he's tried to rejoin by going right across the circuit. And then punted me off. And then when I tried to restart again, he spun out. But just because the car's got in contact. I don't know. I don't think I could have done much else there. I tried to give him plenty of space. He really should get out of the way, because he's the one who slowed down, and there's faster cars behind him. So I slowed down to give him space. Yeah, I think that's on him. I don't know. Still, never mind. It happens. Just a race incident. Right, let's open these roulettes before we finish. Because we've got two of them. Probably nothing decent. 3 and a 4. Right, let's see what we get. At least this one's all cash. Middling, that'll do. Could have been a lot worse. And one more. See what this is. This is cash as well. Excellent stuff. And exactly the same. I will take that. At least it wasn't an invite or some brake pads or something. Right, so that is it for me for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the new subs, thanks for chatting, because otherwise it's just me talking to myself. I will be back on Thursday for more of this. I'll try and get some practicing in the BMW actually and see if that's any better for me, or even the Lexus. Otherwise, we'll be still in the GTR if I can't get anywhere near the times. See how it goes. So hopefully catch you then. I will be back, like I said, Thursday. Until then, bye for now.